everyone, I'm Heather and this is Heather Travels. Thank you for joining me for today's video. In today's video, I'm going to answer 25 interesting cruise questions. Okay, so I can't really remember where I found these cruise questions, but I just thought these were kind of fun and I'm going to answer these for you about the cruises that I've been on. Okay, number one, how many cruises have you been on? I have currently been on, as of today, I have been on 5 cruises. Number 2, when was your first cruise? What ship and where did you go? My first cruise was in 2001, and it was a 7-night Eastern Caribbean on the Disney Magic out of Port Canaveral, and it was with me and my son Andrew, who at the time was 4 years old. Number 3, what time of year do you like to cruise best? I would say I prefer to cruise when it's cold here in Wisconsin and it's warm where I'm going, but I don't like it to be too hot because I don't like getting hot and sweaty. I don't know though, I guess if it's like the Caribbean or something like that, I actually think like January, February, March I would like the best. But there's a lot of other cruise destinations I want to go to, like Europe and Alaska, that you can only do in summer. So for the purposes of those cruises, I guess I would say summer. Number 4, how long do you like to cruise? Short, medium, or long? They're defining short as 3 to 5 days, medium as 6 to 8 days, and long as 9 days or more. I have never done a long cruise of 9 days or more, so I can't really answer that one. I think I would really like that. I would say medium then, which would be like a week-long cruise. That's my favorite. Number 5, what is your favorite activity on board? It kind of depends on the ship, actually. But I would say going to shows or dining. I also really like playing games. Number 6, what is an onboard activity you have never done but would like to try? There might be some activities on ships I haven't been on yet. Like, I would really like to do the aqueduct on the Disney Dream or the Disney Fantasy. There's a good one. I would like to do that because but I haven't been on those ships yet. Okay, number 7, do you prefer the dining room or the buffet? I like the dining room. I like main dining. I like being waited on, not having to get up and get my own stuff, and not having everybody touch everything. Number 8, do you eat in the extra cost specialty restaurants? I have only done that once. We ate in Palo on the Disney Wonder, and I didn't really care for it, honestly. I don't know that I really think that the specialty dining are worth the extra cost. There are a few that I would like to try. Like, I'd like to try Wonderland on Royal Caribbean, but other than that, I'm always perfectly content to eat in the main dining room. Number 9, do you like formal nights? Yes, I like dressing up. I don't have any real opportunity in my life, my regular life, to dress up. And so me and my kids, we like getting dressed up, looking all nice and spiffy and getting pictures taken. Number 10, what is the best food you've had on a cruise? That's a hard one, but probably some dessert on Disney Cruise Line. Number 11, do you get seasick? If so, what do you do to prevent it? No, I don't get seasick. Number 12, what is one thing you must pack for a cruise? Sunscreen. Number 13, do you swim in the pools and play on the slides? Yes. We don't go in the pools a lot. On our last cruise, we did go in for a little while when everybody else was ashore and the ship was basically empty. I do like going down the water slides a lot though. But I prefer the slides that are opened on top instead of the enclosed ones because they have like those weird lights and stripes and stuff inside of them, and they actually make me a little bit sick. Number 14, do you play in the casino? No, I do not. Never go in the casino. Number 15, do you stay in touch while on a cruise or turn your phone off? That depends. For 4 of my 5 cruises, I did not use my phone at all. On our last cruise on Royal Caribbean's Mariner of the Seas, we did get the Wi-Fi package for like the last day and a half because we needed to check a couple things at home, and also we got kind of bored. Number 16, do you prefer the front, middle, or back of the ship? I really don't have a preference. I like all of them, actually, I guess, and I've stayed in all three. I liked the front because you got kind of a rocking motion that rocked me to sleep. The middle can be very convenient because you're kind of close to everything. And we had an aft balcony stateroom on Mariner of the Seas that I absolutely loved. The only thing I would say, if I had to say one place I definitely wouldn't want to be, it would be low in the aft, because then you can get a lot of vibration and rumbling and noise from the engines. Number 17, do you prefer interior or balcony staterooms? Balcony. I've had an interior and it was fine, but I think now I would get claustrophobic. Number 18, what is your favorite cruise line? Disney Cruise Line. Number 19, what is your favorite port to visit on a cruise? I actually did a video about this and I ranked my ports, and you can watch that right up here. Of the ones that I've been to so far, you can see from that video that my favorite is Castaway Cay. I definitely think, though, that I will have more ports that I will like even better than that I will visit in the future. Number 20, what is your favorite port activity or shore excursion? I really like riding the bikes on Castaway Cay. That's one of my favorite things. Otherwise, I really like a good, like just kind of thinking ahead, like for ports in Europe and things, I really like a good walking tour where you can see like historical sites and like things like that. Number 21, what are your thoughts on all-inclusive resorts? I don't think I've ever stayed in an all-inclusive resort, but I would like to, like beaches or Club Med or something like that. I've never had the opportunity to stay in an all-inclusive resort, so I think I would enjoy that too. I mean, I can understand why they're kind of bringing that question into it, because it kind of is a similar experience to a cruise. But I still think I'd prefer a cruise because I just really like being out on the ocean. Number 22, what is your best cruise experience? I am going to go back to that first cruise. I think my first cruise on the Disney Magic, that 7-night Eastern Caribbean, was my best cruise experience. Number 23, have you had a bad cruise experience? If so, what happened? Go back and watch my video, All My Cruises. And I guess there's a couple things that I wouldn't ever say a whole cruise was bad of any of my cruises, but I've had some things go not great. I did not have a great experience on my honeymoon cruise on Explorer of the Seas with my husband, not because of anything about the cruise, but because of my husband. And then like Megan got sick on our last cruise one night. We think she actually got food poisoning. And on our last cruise, again, we got a little bit bored. So just wasn't our favorite. So other than that, I haven't had anything really horrible bad go wrong. Number 24, when was the last time you cruised? What was the name of the ship and where did you go? My last cruise was on Royal Caribbean's Mariner of the Seas out of Miami, and it was a 4-night Bahamas cruise. And we went to Nassau, Coco Cay before it was Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and a sea day. And number 25, do you have your next cruise planned? If so, when and where? Yes, I had a cruise planned for June here in 2020, but we're not going to be able to do that one because of everything that's going on in the world. My next cruise that's booked, which I am hoping we will get to do, is we are booked on the Disney Dream in a balcony stateroom, a 4-night Bahamas cruise in August of 2021. So that will probably be our next cruise. If by some chance we can use our future cruise credit from our canceled Royal Caribbean cruise from this year before then, we might do that. So that would be first. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed these questions. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up down below if you liked this video. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Safe travels.